Welcome back to Perry Unlikely. First of all, shout out to TCL, the crypto lifestyle. I always want to give credit where credit is due. And Francis, man, he's probably the best guy in crypto. It's just my opinion. When it comes to what he does for his community, man, just a genuine person, man. I can't say enough about TCL. So I always want to give credit where credit is due. That's where I got some of this information. The quick version of the update this morning. Happened to catch them, and I just want to update you on some things that's going on with the Polkadot Parachains and the Crowdloan. So I do want to shout out TCL. Please go check out his channel. I'm going to put a link to his video, the one that I saw today, and then I went and did some more research. And also I will put another link to the Acala Foundation video that they dropped also that he referenced in his video. So shout out to TCL. So big news has just dropped. I'm sure that you've noticed by now that Polkadot exploded. When I recently looked, it was $40. Well, there's a reason for that. The Parachain auction has been announced after waiting forever. It is finally here. So that will be November the 11th, 2021. Now, I dropped a Polkadot video why I think it'll reach $1,000 over time. Also, I dropped a Parachain video, the first one in a series of 5. So that is the culmination. It will happen on November the 11th, 2021, and that's this year. What is big other than that? This is massive. You know what's been asked probably the most about my Parachain video? About the Crowdloan and about locking up your DOT. So what was believed to be a 2-year lockup and people having to lock their DOT up, of course people don't want to lock their DOT up and just have it sitting there, although they do want to access these tokens from the various crowd loans that they take part in. The foundation has figured out a way to fix that. What are they going to do? It is going to be lcDOT, Liquid Crowdloan DOT. So now, if you lock your DOT up for 2 years, no longer will you not have access to that. This is amazing. You will have an option. You can do the traditional format, which was basically the way it was done with Kusama and that Parachain auction and the crowd loans, or you're going to have a chance where if you want to do the lcDOT option, you're going to contribute to the vault, which will allow you to receive lcDOT 1-to-1. So what this is whatever the price of DOT is and however many DOT you put in, you are going to get the same number of lcDOT. And you're going to be able to take these DOT and use them in the ecosystem. And also there'll be a trading pair of DOT to lcDOT. And once again, that's Liquid Crowdloan DOT. So there'll be a trading pair. So for some reason, say I lock up 100 DOT. Well, if I choose this new option, I will receive 100 lcDOT. Now, I can turn around and I can trade that back to get my DOT back. Now, if I do that, what's going to happen? Well, if I sell those DOT, which I can go move them and sell them on exchange, I'm not going to get my original DOT back. So it's like an IOU. Or you can take it, you can use those lcDOT within the ecosystem to gain yield and really participate in DeFi with it on the Acala network. And for that, there you go. You're not going to have to just sit back and see your DOT not be used. You're going to actually be able to use them in the way that you would like to. I'm going to link a video to Francis's video in TCL. Please check that out. That'll be at the end of this video, and also in the description I will put a link to that video and a link to the actual video that he referenced. This is a pretty big deal. I mean, you essentially are going to have a choice to participate in the crowd loan. Let's say I participate in Acala. I'm going to get these lcDOT so I can participate in the crowd loan, turn around, take those lcDOT, turn them back into DOT, and if I think that the rest of the run goes well and that's what I choose to do, I can sell those DOT. Now, I won't receive those back later. Or I can hold on to the lcDOT and just turn around, and when the 2 years is up, I trade it in and get my DOT back. Have an option now to where you don't just have these DOT that you're locking up where there's nothing you can do with them. So it's all about providing liquidity for you to go on and continue within the crypto world. I hope I explained that pretty well. What I love is the innovation that it shows. It shows that they're coming up with ways on the fly to fix some of the concerns that people have. There's a lot of other questions I'm sure that will come. I'm going to also put a link to a Medium article that explains it. You'll have the link to the videos. And remember, the crowd loan is coming. The crowd loan is coming November the 11th, 2021. You really should participate or consider it. But at least with Acala, you do have an option to where you don't just have to lock your DOT up and not receive them back. I hope that this has been helpful. I will have part 2 coming of the 5-part series, and I'm trying to get these out very quick, of the various crowd loans that I think will go 1 through 5. Some of these are pretty simple, in my opinion, to figure out, but I do mainly want to provide the information on them. Regardless of whether they go, do your research. Make sure that you pick the ones that are best for you if you participate in these crowd loans. And I appreciate you tuning in. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor, so before you invest in anything, seek the help of a professional. Make sure to hit that like button, smash that like button. Make sure to hit the bell for notification, and I will see you next time.